It's Thursday. That means we have a vet on hand to answer your pet questions. If you have a problem with your pet, give us a call right now. The number is 918-460-KJRH. Today, of course, we have Dr. Joe Landers here. He's also brought Groucho along.
Yes. Everyone's he's only got half a mustache, so he can only be half a Groucho.
But
he's
actually
sweet. He really is a sweet little cat. He had a little broken pelvis, and we've had him for probably 6 weeks or so. So he's just been on kind of cage rest. Really, he's growing and healed himself. Very nice little cat. You don't see a lot of kittens this time of year because really the cats don't start going into heat and having babies for a couple more months. So he's sort of an anomaly a little bit. He was, because he was born at the last of last year. But he is a nice little cat. He's got some hair, so there's people are going to have to kind of brush him. We've been brushing him, and he's kind of learning to like the brush, and that's going well. Although he thinks it's kind of a game, but that's okay. But he's over at Heritage Veterinary Hospital, which is 627-8575 or animalaid.org on the net.
He needs a good home.
He does. He's a good guy.
We've got lots of callers with some pet questions. Let's get to them. First, we have Sharon in Owasso. Hey, Sharon, what's your question?
I just wanted to ask the doctor that how long will it take our little dog to get over our older dog's death?
Sometimes dogs truly grieve, and usually it'll take at least a couple of months, sometimes 3 or 4. I've seen them kind of wander around. Very quickly, what I tell people is try to change up their routine. Take them on some walks, take them on car rides, take them to parks, places and things you haven't done, some different foods or toys or treats, and try to get their mind off it a little bit. Because even though some people say it's just a dog, but no, they know, and they have familiarity and companionship, and they sure do grieve.
Try something new.
Absolutely.
Okay, next we have Mike in Fairfax. Good morning, Mike. What's your question?
Yes, my dog seems to scratch quite often. Is it possible she could have fleas?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We've actually seen a lot of fleas lately. We had our winter a couple days ago. Now it's spring again. We kind of skipped winter there apparently, but yeah, actually so. Usually what I do is I'll tell people turn them over and kind of look right in this area here, because a lot of times the fleas will run to the bottom, and you can kind of see them on the bottom there a little bit. And also kind of talk to your veterinarian. Especially if you see kind of some black dirt stuff. But yeah, fleas are still out there.
Still there.
So, yeah, absolutely.
We haven't had that hard freeze to kill off everything yet.
No. We're and winter's gone, so.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope so.
I don't know what to say.
All right, next we have JR in Tulsa. Hey, JR, what's your question?
Yes, my question is, during the summer, in the hot August and July, do I need to keep giving my dogs fresh water? I'm gone all day during work. I give them fresh water, and I have no shade in my yard, and my neighbors keep turning me into animal control because my dog's water is hot all day long. Is the hot water really going to hurt my dog?
Really, well, I mean, it doesn't hurt them per se, but it doesn't really, they don't get excited about drinking it. What I would tell you is there's a lot of ways to make some shade and some lean-tos. A lot of times I'll tell people on your back porch, there's pop-up tents and other things to make them some shade, because the sun really gets hot. I mean, it gets 20, 30 degrees hotter sometimes. And the other deal is, a lot of times I'll tell people, just put an oscillating fan out there. And it doesn't seem like it would do a lot, but the movement of the air helps kind of cool them down, and they'll get it in front of it. Even if it's on your back porch with a little bit of shade, it really helps bring them down, and they'll get in front of it when they need to.
It's better than nothing.
And it's the older animals that probably are the most important, because they have a harder time kind of cooling themselves down. They are not water cooled. They don't sweat like us. They are totally air cooled like a VW. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Joe. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if you're interested in adopting Groucho here, she's the sweetest, or he, I should say, is the sweetest cat. You can call Animal Aid 918-744-8280 or log on to animalaid.org. Of course, Dr. Landers is here every Thursday to